There's a special kind of excitement for small, fun, and affordable EVs. If that sounds like your kind of car, you're going to enjoy today's review. We're checking out the latest and most affordable model from China's largest electric car manufacturer, the BYD Seagull, which costs only 10,000 to 12,000 US dollars. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Vinny, and you're watching Four Wheels. It's great to see you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. While many of its rivals, like the Wuling Bingo, use a cute and friendly design, the Seagull has a more aggressive look, with sharp angles and bright LED lights. To use a dog comparison, if the Wuling Bingo is a fluffy Pomeranian, then the Seagull is like a scrappy little pit bull. Of course, the Seagull's attempt to look tough only makes it look more adorable, given its small size. At 3.78 meters in length, it's more than 20 centimeters, about 8 inches, shorter than a Honda Fit. However, its wheelbase is only 3 centimeters, about 1 inch shorter. Under the hood, the Seagull has either a 30 or 39 kilowatt-hour lithium iron phosphate blade battery, providing a CLTC range of 305 to 405 kilometers, respectively. Both versions also come with fast charging, allowing the battery to go from 20% to 80% in just about 30 minutes. There's talk about a future version with a sodium battery, but for now, the real-world range for the larger battery is closer to 300 kilometers, a decent range for such a small, budget-friendly car. The Seagull looks almost robotic with its sharp LED lights. If we open the rear hatch, we see one of its few drawbacks compared to the Wuling Bingo. Less cargo space. The Seagull has a much smaller space. You can still fit some groceries, but for bigger shopping trips, you'll need to fold down the back seats. The Seagull's interior can be black and blue, black and green, or even pink. It belongs to BYD's Ocean series, along with the Dolphin and Seal models, but its design feels like ocean-inspired. One of my favorite features carried over from the BYD Dolphin is the row of switches below the center screen. On the right, there's a physical volume knob. Next to it are the air conditioning controls, hazard lights, an auto hold function, and driving mode options, plus the probably tiniest gear shift knob you'll ever seen. You just wiggle it, and the park button is on the side. All three trims of the Seagull come with a 7-inch instrument display and a 10.1-inch rotating central screen. The interface is the same as in other BYD models, but it feels a bit slower. There's only one USB charging port, which is pretty minimal, but 2 out of 3 trims include a wireless charging pad. Unfortunately, the pad is quite slippery, so during spirited driving, your phone might end up sliding away. The interior materials feel cheap, mostly hard plastics, with some soft touch points on the center console and armrests. But for a car costing $10,000 to $12,000, this isn't surprising. As for space, this is a tiny car, so you won't find much. There is no center console storage. However, there's a small cubby below and a decently sized glove compartment. What really stands out about this car's interior is the seating position. In the back seat, there's not much to see. No USB ports, no center armrest, and only a small storage area between the seats. But again, the seating position is one of the best I've ever found in such a small car, with decent legroom and headroom. Before we take this car out for a spin, let's talk about safety. A lot of these small Chinese EVs have minimal safety features, but the Seagull does pretty well in this department. It has standard front airbags, side curtain airbags in the front and rear, and even side airbags for front passengers in our top spec model. It also offers an optional driver assistance package that includes forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking, lane keeping assist, and adaptive cruise control. I'm feeling a bit more confident about driving this car now. Let's get to the point. The BYD Seagull outperforms all its competitors in this class in terms of driving dynamics. Cars like the Wuling Bingo are great for practicality at a low price, but they drive poorly. Turning a Bingo into a corner feels like driving a golf cart. Not the case with the Seagull. It has much more direct and responsive steering. It shares a similar suspension setup with the Bingo, but has a wider front and rear track, making it feel more stable and agile. The biggest downside is the cheap tires, which squeal at the slightest hint of aggressive driving. With better tires, the Seagull could be a real joy to drive. Despite having a single front-mounted electric motor with just 55 kilowatts and 135 newton meters of torque. It captures the spirit of fun, small cars like the Suzuki Swift. It's not fast or powerful, but it encourages you to push it a bit harder in corners. Of course, it's not all perfect. This is a cheap, small car, so you'll have to deal with some compromises. While it has adaptive cruise control, driving at 80 kilometers per hour will have you wondering which window is open due to the noise. At 120 kilometers per hour, the four-speaker sound system can't compete with the wind and tire noise, so you might prefer using headphones instead. But this is common for every vehicle in this class. Honestly, I can't help thinking, what if there was a BYD Seagull GTI with a more powerful motor, better suspension, upgraded brakes, and tires? That would be an incredible car. BYD, get on it. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. We made a video with the U9, the super sport car of BYD. Did you see it? It's right here. Thanks for watching. See you next time.